Okay.
No.
That was really good.
Summon the suit.
Suit. Yeah.
That's how he gets that thing, is it?
Yeah. He didn't even know what it looked like.
Oh, the suit.
Yes, we actually got a proper suit.
Oh yeah.
He thought
Oh, I
it was
look
like a
pretty slick.
tuxedo or
Yeah.
something.
Psycho Colonel
I'm
Sanders.
really slick.
That was so funny.
Yeah, they made like a fight scene like hilarious.
Yeah. Psycho Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, so this one is called Mr. Knight, apparently. So
Look at the difference between this and this.
yeah. The ceremonial armor versus like a random midnight suit.
It's Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight, yeah.
Mr. Knight.
So only Stephen gets the one on the left, isn't it? No, on the right. And then Mark gets the left.
Mark Spector.
On the left.
Yeah. Marcus is obviously the traditional armored suit.
Oh.
Yeah, the traditional ceremonial armor. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but if you look at the heads, the moons are mirror images.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah.
one.
Is it?
Yeah, they are,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah,
are.
yeah,
like,
that's right.
like the two characters
Mm.
with the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a mirror, eh?
It's that reflection.
Which kind of makes sense because they are mirrored.
Mhm.
And they're two sides of them. So
Yeah, how come this one is the
It's a different person.
he
right?
was
See, no.
I think one of them he was looking in the mirror. So he's
Oh.
not like that.
Oh, okay.
It's inverted, yeah. Inverted, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's actually correct then. It's actually
Oh, okay.
facing
Yeah.
this way. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that you see in the mirror is the mirrored one. So that one
Mirror.
is
Hmm.
essentially Mark in the suit as well.
Yeah,
But the mirrored version of it.
Oh, I see.
Because
Mhm.
interestingly, when they summon the suit, they both have it.
Oh, they have it at the same time, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Which is why when they mentioned Colonel,
Sanders.
like the Psycho Colonel Sanders,
Why does
what
he
the
look like
hell
he
are
is?
we wearing? What the hell are we wearing?
I see.
So, what are those things on the chest of the suit?
Oh,
Those two things.
Yeah, what's that? Yeah.
his weapon.
Yes, the weapon.
Okay.
He's got weapons. Yeah.
A bit like
Like
it's a bit like Batman's like
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and like Captain America and his shield and everything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's more similarities actually between
the
them.
marker.
Because they're both like creatures of the night, you know. You can see even in the comics the poses.
Yeah, but this one they definitely showcase the moon a lot more, especially when he was jumping across the roof.
Yeah.
You
That's
see,
the on the
do you see the
rooftop.
full moon?
Oh, yeah, the
And
shadow.
all-
of it, yeah.
Also the whole gothic thing. as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Gothic.
I've noticed that as well.
Gothic feel.
Very
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
remind me a little bit of that.
Now boomerang weapon, here you go. This is what Jono says. So the batarang and what do you call this?
Yeah, what do you call it? The actual name?
Is there a name for it? Crescent moon. Oh no. It's
Crescent
the
moon?
emblem. The emblem on the
It's-
chest is
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of crescent moon dagger of some sort. I don't know.
Yeah, that
It's a
they
blade.
can throw and it
they're like
comes
ninja
back.
stars.
It's a blade, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Projectile weapon.
It's bladed, so it'll have like a sharp end.
Mm. Interesting.
Intimidation factor. Both can cross the line of justice. So similarities, eh?
Yeah, so interestingly with Moon Knight, it's like Kansu says that he is true justice.
Oh, oh.
Not vengeance, right? Justice.
Yeah,
not
so the
vengeance.
theme here was it's interesting because there's two different ways that the two different Egyptian gods view justice. You've got Khonshu, who
And Ahmed.
deals- and Amit, he like Khonshu deals with justice after the fact, and Amit does it before they do evil.
Yeah, but the interesting thing is we might be going to be seeing Ahmed at some point.
Yeah, because that's where obviously Arthur is heading now that he's got the scarab.
Yeah, because we'll point to where it is, and he'll apparently be Ahmed's first avatar. So
Oh, so that's why he's going to Egypt to stop Arthur.
And then yeah, so he's chasing after them, obviously, trying to get to him first.
Yeah, before Amit
Releases Amit.
gets Arthur as the
Yeah,
avatar of
avatar.
Amit.
So basically, Arthur will become more powerful once he gets to.
Yeah, but
I
what
think
we
so,
actually
yeah.
learned now is Arthur was also once Khonsu's puppet as
He was the former avatar,
He
Oh,
was
yeah,
the avatar.
as he was
the
a former
avatar.
avatar. Yeah,
or Mark Spector was obviously
oh
chosen.
before Mark Spector got the job, I guess.
yeah.
Before he
that's-
got the
yeah.
job, yeah.
So that's how we knew everything of like he knew what was going on.
Yeah,
But why did he leave
he knows Khonshu very well.
why did he leave Khonshu then?
Did they say? Did they say?
Did I say? Or why did he get kicked out? Oh.
Yeah, I don't
Not
know.
sure.
how he
So
managed-
maybe
yeah.
Khonshu chooses.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
he wants to be.
or maybe he got a better deal from Amit.
From
yeah.
Amit.
I was wondering, how did he escape Khonshu? You know, when Mark Spector, was there, you know.
That's a good point, yeah.
But the interesting
good
thing
point.
also is that Khonshu actually wants Layla as his next avatar, right?
Yeah, but effectively as well, if you think of what Khonsu said is when he found Mark, he was practically a corpse.
Mm.
So
He's dead.
he was dead.
Wow. I see. Mm.
So that's why Mark owes him.
Mm.
Oh. But it wasn't there then.
So does that mean that Mark is the actual true side of
Mm.
the two, like Mark and Steven?
Mm.
Because if you're thinking about like what they've been saying throughout the episode, like even Layla says, whose apartment is it? Steven says the mother's, but we never hear the mother of Steven talk at all.
Mm.
He,
But effectively, when it comes to Mark, it says that you've reconciled with her.
Mm.
So Layla definitely knows that Mark has a mother, which they not on good terms with. So
Mm.
it's kind of interesting in seeing who is the actual true side.
Yeah. Mhm.
Mm. Interesting. Yeah.
And now Steven is now in the mirrored.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
been
that's
flipped. It's been
interesting.
flipped.
Yeah.
You did what, sorry?
Yeah.
They flipped now that
Steven's
Mark is
now-
in control of the
Oh
body.
yeah. They slipped. He didn't get back control. No.
And
No.
that
No.
might mean, like with the next episode, we might be getting things more from Mark's perspective.
Oh yes.
And Steven would be in the mirror.
Yeah.
I see what you mean there.
Because this
Yeah.
episode, Stephen, we're still seeing things from Stephen's perspective, but now that they've switched,
Mm.
it's gonna be interesting to see it from Mark's perspective.
Definitely.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That will be good. Mm.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
But overall, quite a good episode.
Yeah.
But they still haven't
really.
explained the goldfish problem.
There you go.
Yeah, I still like what Layla was looking at the goldfish, but she didn't comment on it, you know?
Yeah,
they
they probably have that for a while, the mystery, yeah.
Yeah.
The goldfish. Yeah.
I was wondering about this as well. Why wasn't Arthur caught by museum security cameras? Because we saw Arthur, right?
Yeah.
Like chasing.
Yeah, we
chasing.
did. But
So that's the funny
effectively, some of the staff in the museum are part of Arthur's cult. So
Oh, you think they
must
moved-
have already
moved-
edited it.
Okay, so the security footage might have been tampered with.
Yeah, so this is a question that
Arthur caught
that
the museum.
was raised, yeah.
Like they like
Well, we know the jackal issue now.
Well,
But-
Jekyll is invisible because Layla couldn't see.
Yeah, it clearly is invisible.
Who's
like
the
you
jackal?
have to throw something at it or injure
No
it.
one is the jackal.
Yeah.
It's a summoned beast.
It's a beast, yeah.
Who summoned it? Arthur.
Arthur did. You
Yeah,
see
yeah.
him summon the portal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
He
definitely
summoned it with the cane.
oh, that
Mm,
cane thing. I see.
Mm.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
the jackal.
Yeah, that was a weird freeze frame.
that was actually quite funny.
It made it kind of fun. It like reminds you of like the scary movies, but they freeze framed it instead.
Yeah, it's probably just a stylistic thing, right? Like frozen fear, frozen with fear.
Yeah, Frozen.
Yeah, but then the next scene was just funny.
It still has that comic touch, like which I enjoy. I kind of enjoy that.
Yeah, this kind of
Oh, yeah,
comic
that's right.
comic stuff is like trying to mix the scary with the hilarious.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of
okay.
cool.
Mark have other authors before Steven. Yeah. A few, yeah. Yeah, how Arthur quit being Khonshu's
that's
avatar.
the good
Yeah,
And
question.
we don't know
yeah,
yet.
that's
We
the
don't know
question.
How
yet.
did he do
Yeah.
it?
Oh, yeah.
We don't know, yeah.
How did he switch sides?
That's a good point.
Yeah,
Because she
that's
switched
a big
side to
question.
Amit, yeah. That's a head scratch. That's an unanswered question.
So
Hmm.
Arthur is not
Interesting.
Amit's
Yeah.
avatar yet, but he's going to be.
Yeah.
She's going to be, yeah.
Because he's got the scarab.
Yeah, he's going to get the scab to get the spirit of Amit
Yeah.
to become Khonsu's. I mean, Amit's face avatar.
Mm.
Hey, how did Arthur get the emerald again? Get the scarab again?
He took it from that guy who
He
picked
took it
up.
from the old man,
Oh,
and then he killed the old man.
Yeah.
How did the old man get it though?
Well,
He
it
just found it on the
happened-
ground.
Just
He
happened
just,
to be
he just saw the scene. He
Mark
found it
dropped
on the
it.
ground.
Oh, Mark
dropped
dropped
it.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, he dropped it. Oh,
And then just the
the
guy.
random guy.
picked it up.
Wow. That's unlucky then for that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
They're kind of unlucky, unfortunately.
But
Yeah.
unlucky that obviously Arthur.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Mhm.
Interesting.
So the next episode is going to be interesting. That'll be in
Yeah.
Egypt.
Oh
Yeah, yeah.
That should be fun. That should be fun.
A totally different setting. So they've left, London now,
Yes.
and they're going to Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
definitely gonna fight Arthur and
Who?
at some point, yeah.
Oh yeah. of course.
But the trailer highlights this teasers the fight. Arthur versus Mark Spector.
Okay, so they've released the next episode's trailer.
Hmm.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens. Maybe Amit will be coming in episode 3, or maybe they'll leave it to the end. We don't know.
Yeah. There
I
may be some
wouldn't-
surprises. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect Armwood until very much later on.
Really?
Yeah, probably not.
But
I
okay.
wonder what Amit's suit would be.
Mhm.
Because like,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Armwood is basically
Yeah.
the finishing goal.
The end goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. The
Maybe.
last fight scene.
Unless there's an even bigger bad.
Well, we don't know. There could be surprises in store.
Yeah.
But would you say in the current form, Arthur and Mark Spector with the suit is not a match? It's not a matchup, right? There's no chance Arthur can beat the suited Mark Spector.
No,
No.
probably
Well,
not.
he does
No.
have the powers,
stick.
the stick with the stone.
He
It's
does
only
have,
the
yeah, he does have the
slider.
cane,
But
but
that's not that powerful. is it?
there's a limited amount of time that he can use it. That's why he says that he doesn't want to use it.
It's magic though. It's a magic.
Summons the
It's a purple magic.
purple.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
but he
Purple
can't
energy.
use. Yeah, but he can't use it much.
yeah, it's not that powerful.
Actually, this is a good question. Is there a connection between Amit and the Power Stone? Because the Power Stone is purple too, right?
Yeah, it's possible that it is a type of power stone.
Maybe.
Yeah, but
Oh, is it
Okay.
related? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the stick related to Amit?
the stone was never on Earth though.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, it was in Guardians of the Galaxy, the
you
purple
mean
Infinity Stone.
Infinity Stones.
Yeah, it's one of the Infinity Stones.
did Thanos have it?
Yeah, he had all.
Thanos did have
It
it.
had all of it.
He had all of it. Yeah. Oh wow. That's
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
that the fact that it's purple. That's all. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I think it's more just the color that kind of made
Yeah,
the
maybe,
same.
but it might not be connected at all.
It could
Because-
also be connected to Agatha Harkness because she also was a magic character
Not the magic, yeah.
with
It could be,
with
but
the
then
related to that.
that was dealing with witches, and this one is dealing with like the Egyptian gods.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think that's more.
But they are kind of using magic, right?
Yeah, I
That's-
suppose it is. I suppose Egyptian magic is also kind of partly a theme too, maybe in here.
Egyptian
Mm.
magic.
Mm.
But we don't really know, and we'll be speculating a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
They may yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
Yep, and so at least we get Mark and Stephen talking to each other in that storage unit.
Yeah, yeah. That was quite an interesting dialogue. It's
Yeah,
fun.
so they cleared everything up and like what's happening and stuff.
Mm.
They didn't mention that thing that we were talking about last week because we got that completely wrong anyway.
What do you use that?
Which part?
Which part?
The 9 spirits or something.
Oh, Inuit.
Yeah,
In-
yeah,
Haven't
they
talked about it.
yeah they didn't mention that, so I'm
yeah.
assuming that we are correct that they're not
They're not going to
remotely
focus on that. I don't think.
they're not remotely going to look into that at all.
Mm.
Well, who knows? He may come up again
In the Egypt.
in the last episode, and you'll say, "Hey, this is the new Inuit lineup."
Nope.
I
We
think
don't know,
yeah.
right?
the focus seems to be more on just these two particular.
Yeah, so
Khonshu
Amit
and
and Konsu.
Mm.
So that's probably gonna be what the whole thing would be about. It just so happens that Stephen was working at at a museum which does Egyptology.
Mm.
So he kind of already knows the stuff.
Yeah, I see.
And apparently he was also leading Egyptian hieroglyphs,
Yeah.
hieroglyphics and stuff. So
Mm.
interesting.
All right, there's a couple of Easter eggs.
Mm.
So, what's this QR code freebie for? Oh, okay.
Wow.
We saw the QR codes. Yeah.
Yeah, we can actually go to the QR and
Oh, is that something? Is that
there's
something?
a comic book
that is
giveaway for the Werewolf by Night issue in which
Oh,
Moon Knight
really?
actually made his debut. So it's like the debut comic book issue for
Oh,
Moon
have you
Knight.
tried? Have you
Yeah.
tried to scan it?
I didn't. I thought it was just the normal thing in those locations.
Okay.
They have the QR codes to help you log in. And
Yeah, but this is too
the app and
blurry to
stuff.
scan.
Yeah, I
You-
didn't think that fans could scan that. Like, I thought
You
it
could
was
probably
cool.
do it in the actual episode, maybe.
Yeah, like you might have to freeze frame it and just like.
But that's really subtle then, because no one would think twice about it, because that's kind of normal in some locations.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
You wouldn't think of scanning it because you see that normally anyway. You wouldn't be scanning every single QR code that you see in the storage
Right.
areas.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's normal now. So. Mm.
I am trying to scan it, but yeah, it probably won't work.
Mm.
You
But
probably need the one in the episode.
I'm thinking, how can it possibly work when it goes so fast? And, like, I don't know.
You probably just have to freeze frame it.
Yeah.
Well, this is freeze frame, but it's just too
Too low
It's
quality.
too low res.
Go to.
Yeah.
You'd have to be like, I don't know, 4K or something to
Expecting.
be able to scan it.
But the home city is the same as in the comics, which is
Chicago,
Chicago.
Illinois.
Mm.
Chicago, yes, Windy City.
It's good that they've got the passport there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mark Spector has a passport. Does Steven have one?
Yeah, I never showed it. This Stephen's passport.
They
No,
didn't-
we don't.
What?
We didn't see Steven's passport at all.
No.
It's
Yeah.
Mark.
Well, he doesn't really need it because he's always traveling as Mark. Like it, every time he goes overseas, it's Mark Spector who's taken him there. Like when he
Oh,
went to the Alps, he was obviously traveling as Mark. So it would have been Mark's passport.
Well, last episode, Stephen,
oh, I see.
he'd never been anywhere. Like
Really, he hasn't gone out of the country.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't.
Steve-
But the only thing we know of Stephen was he only had that name tag in his possession
Yeah.
with his name on it. Vandalize the toilet.
one, the
He thought he was actually getting arrested by these people for vandalizing a toilet.
the
Yeah.
bag. What currency is that?
US.
You mean the currency of the money? We didn't really
Yeah.
see that. We didn't
Oh.
really see that closely.
Yeah.
I think it was
Money,
very expensive. Very expensive.
money is just
Yeah, like
green.
in the bag, right?
Yeah,
Like
but it looked like different
Different
forms of
countries.
currencies.
Yeah.
it looked
Because
Yeah.
they
Oh.
all each batch looked a bit different. So
Different
I think
color,
it's
different colors and all that.
different countries maybe.
Different color. Yeah.
I mean, he was supposed to be like a mercenary, so I suppose he got paid in
Oh,
different
it's
currencies,
all mercenary money, is it?
depending on whoever hired him.
Probably.
That's the money that he earned from mercenary.
But we didn't see it that closely, so we
Yeah, no
we
idea.
didn't really know.
Mm,
It's an interesting thought.
mm.
By the way, this is the comic book. That
We didn't see anything.
oh, you don't see it?
Wait,
It's not showing.
You have to share that particular screen
oh,
instead of the one
I
that
see
you
it.
previously shared.
you can't see anything.
I guess because I was sharing the wrong browser.
Yeah.
I should share the screen instead. Okay.
That's right.
Screen 2. All right. Yeah. So if you
They
scan,
have like double monitor, like a 2 monitors or something.
this is the Werewolf
is
by
it?
Night
Oh.
comic book.
The werewolf. Mm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice.
In fact, they're saying that the first episode also had a similar comic book giveaway.
Oh, really?
So
Where?
probably they're gonna do this every episode.
I think that's
Oh, then look out for QR codes then.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's actually pretty cool.
So they're gonna give you a free digital comic.
That's nice. That's actually really good to have
So you just have to scan it in.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Become a
So tonight's episode is the second appearance, whereas last week's one was his first appearance.
Hmm.
So maybe next week one is his third appearance.
Mm,
It's Moon Knight.
Yep. Could be a thing.
mm. Well, he's definitely gonna have to suit up if he's gonna fight Arthur.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Marlene.
yeah.
Marlene.
So this is a theory.
Oh, that's Layla, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Layla.
Mm.
The theory is that she's also the MCU's Marlene.
Oh,
Actually, who's Marlene again?
yeah. What powers do they have?
Must be a comic
Oh.
thing because I didn't really know much.
Yeah,
about
the comic book
like,
love
comics.
interest, which I think we mentioned this last week,
Marlene or
that she's the live
The live
live
version
action
one, okay.
interpretation of the
Oh.
comic book love interest, which is
Okay.
called Marlene.
Of Stephen
So-
Grant or
So
Mark
why
Stephen?
does she have like a different name?
Different name. Yeah, I don't
She's
know.
Also using an alias like Mark has used.
Mark and Stephen.
Maybe, but this one is not really a love interest because it's a wife.
Yeah, it says it's a wife already. So revealing
they're
that it's
married.
Mark's wife. Yeah.
Already Mark's wife, so not
Already.
really a love interest thing
Yeah.
anymore, but actually
Yeah.
Respect this wife.
it's a wife.
Wow.
Well, he didn't even know, right, Stephen?
Yeah,
He's like,
he-
what? We're married.
He didn't
Yeah,
know
very.
at all.
But Mark is technically dead. No,
Mark's better.
not dead, but
We learned that he was dead at one point.
but he's
And
made
then
alive.
and
He's
then
making-
Khonshu.
Revived
brought him back to
because-
life, so to speak,
Which is
Oh.
why now Mark is
alive.
saving Kansu.
Yeah.
Mm.
They had to make it deal with him.
But for Mark to come alive in a physical form, he has to have Stephen's body. Or can
He needs a
come-
host. He needs a host of some sort.
Oh, he needs a host. He can't just
Yeah.
come in as a human.
That's unfortunately for Steve. That's
Oh, he has to use Steve as a host.
Yes.
But I think Steven and Mark are still the same person. It's just that they they didn't really know each other's existence until now.
Hmm.
I see.
So if Mark died, that means Stephen was also dead.
Mm.
Oh,
Well, they're sharing the
Ex-
same food.
Yeah, they're still sharing the same body.
Yeah.
that's right. That makes sense. Yeah.
Although he could always use a different body, can't he?
I'm not sure if that works.
Didn't think so there.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't.
mean, Kansu could get another host, yes, but
Well, your Konsu wants Layla to be the next one.
Yeah, but he would just choose a different person.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
choose a
yeah,
different
that would be what Kansu does. But I don't think Stephen or Mark could go to another body,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
especially since Layla knows Mark as Mark with Stephen's face. So
Mm.
that doesn't really work in theory.
Hmm.
So if he was dead, why what did Consu say? You were almost a corpse.
Mm.
Maybe he was at near death and he.
What you
No,
know?
he when he found him, he was a corpse.
Oh, he was. So he was dead, not almost.
Mm.
You were almost a corpse. He said that almost a corpse.
Almost.
Almost.
Or he was close to dying,
Or
perhaps.
close to dying, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Maybe,
could, yeah, I could double check as well.
maybe he made a deal with the devil. You know,
Hmm.
if you
So,
hit
yeah,
me,
that's
Yeah.
right.
you can live.
The deal with the devil has already been done in Marvel.
Well,
That's
it's been
Ghost
done.
Rider.
Yeah, it's been going Ghost Rider. It's been done so many times as well in other characters.
Uh,
Mhm.
It's,
Um,
using it
hmm.
as a reference, like a common term that's used every day.
That's
Mhm.
right. Hmm.
Uh,
Just wondering, I'm not sure this make sense, but can Arthur use Mark Spector as a
When I found you,
mercenary?
you were a corpse. Okay, which means that he
Already?
was already dead.
Already dead?
Yeah.
Not almost a corpse, but
Yeah,
already a corpse.
when
so,
you were a corpse.
You were.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he is dead. Yeah.
So he's dead.
There he was dead.
but I'm pretty sure it said you were almost a corpse.
Although if he's choosing Layla next, like, well, she's still alive, so he doesn't necessarily need a corpse. If
Mm.
he's choosing his next avatar, it can be anyone really.
Hmm.
Well, I think that's how Mark got it, because that was the deal that they made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we're thinking of like those other times where they make a deal with it, they practically died at that same point, and then they
Mm.
make that deal.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. That's
Like even with Ghost Rider, the Ghost Rider character died, and at the same point he made the deal with the devil to make himself Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Hmm.
that's a good point.
So I think he was dead to make the deal.
Mm.
Yeah, Mark Spector.
Man in the Ice. There's a book called Man in the Ice.
Man in the eyes.
Captain America.
Yeah, everyone knows Captain America in the,
Yeah.
in the Marvel MCU.
Mm.
Man in the Ice can only ever mean one thing. Captain America.
Okay.
The police are from Marvel Comics. Oh yeah, so these two detectives, DC, Fitzgerald and Kennedy,
That's
Bobby and Billy. Is their name here.
interesting.
But they're actually servants of the Egyptian goddess because
Ahmed as
Okay.
well.
Amit, yeah.
We found that out later.
Oh,
on.
they're so dumb.
Like it seems like most of the followers of Ahmed have the
Do they have
Mm.
tattoo of
Yeah,
the scales.
Scales,
the
yes.
tattoo?
Anyone basically who has that tattoo is working for Amit.
Wow.
The Files. Oh, okay. Producer and comic debut.
Mm.
1975. because that's the year that Moon Knight debuted. And yeah, some references to producers. Interesting.
Okay.
But was Mark Spector the one who killed them?
Oh,
Oh,
Yes, we didn't
file.
really know. It's in the file, but
yeah.
Like he did mention, having to do things.
Extensive list of violent crimes. Yeah.
Yeah,
he killed the archaeologist, is it?
Killed. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
like assassination style,
Mm.
Oh, yeah,
back of the head.
execution.
Maybe that's how Mark Spector died.
Oh, fighting
Because
those.
I think there's also a theory about he was there and he actually died at that same point. Someone made a deal.
And that's the point where he became Moon Knight, is it?
That's a theory, yes.
Hmm.
But we didn't know. We'll
Oh
probably
yeah,
see
yeah.
it
Here it
later.
is. Mark Spector is wanted for the execution of archaeologists,
Oh, is it?
and it was directly from Mark's comic origins.
Who was zip tied with, he had zip ties, he had his hands behind his back and was shot in the back of the head.
Shot in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's dark. Remember the guy saying that? It's dark.
Yeah,
Mm.
brutally shot.
Oh,
and shot.
so he was actually trying to stop somebody else who was doing it, and that's how he got shot.
Well,
got
and
killed.
maybe that's how he died. Yeah.
That's
Mm.
how he died.
Hmm.
He tried to stop the archaeologists from being killed, and got killed.
Oh,
That way.
Maybe.
He was
Maybe.
trying to save them. Maybe.
Yeah,
We're going into
because
speculation again. So let's
because he did say it's not what you think. It's not what you
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
So that speculation may actually be true.
Mm. That's a good, yeah. That could
Because that could have been the point where he actually became the Moon Knight.
Yeah. Yucatan.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing that he mentioned, because Victor being from the Yucatan.
Yeah, maybe Victor is from the Yucatan, and the comic book also. Yeah, Yucatan is the villain. Well, I mean, in Yucatan, the villains in Yucatan. Yeah.
Mm.
The
Victor.
villain in Yucatan.
Oh,
Yeah. Hmm. Oh yeah, this thing
And the
about
baby Hitler debate.
the baby Hitler debate, which is always that classic. Go back
It's
in
like,
time,
go back in time and kill him when he's a
kill
baby.
Hitler when you
Yeah.
was a baby.
Yeah, they've done that several times in Marvel already with
Mm.
that analogy.
Yeah.
yeah.
They even spoofed it in Deadpool.
Mhm.
In Deadpool 2, when he goes back in time, says, did I kill him or not to kill? For the
Yeah.
baby Hitler.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, we talk about this.
I-
Agatha Harkness magic,
Oh, yeah.
possibly. Maybe it's coincidence, or it could be Marvel trying to do some kind of connection there.
Yeah, we didn't really know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I think as Steph mentioned, right, like the similarity could be magic, one from Amit, an Egyptian god, whereas Agatha Harkness was drawing hers from another god, which is a different god, but
Mm.
they're both drawing magic from gods.
Yep, but then what other colors can they start using? It,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yellow magic would look
Yellow
like
magic.
absolutely horrible.
Red,
Red would not look great on screen.
green
And
lantern.
red is more Wanda's color as well.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
that's not,
Oh,
Yeah.
Doctor Strange had also a
Doctor
bit.
Strange.
Here's another reference to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The billboard says GRC, Global Repatriation Council,
Yeah.
introduced in Falcon
that's-
and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's a definite reference to the Winter Soldier. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
So there's a connection.
Well, that's still
Very big
MCU,
there.
so of course.
MCU.
MCU.
Now
What's Steven's last name?
Grant.
Grant.
Oh, Stephen Grant, that's right.
So this bus
Stephen
number
Grant of the gift shop.
of the gift shop, yeah. Bus number WBN0032 is actually his comic debut.
Okay.
Werewolf by Night, WBN,
Hmm.
number 32.
Eh,
I mean, we
okay.
wouldn't really know that unless we'd read the comics. So
Yeah, we definitely.
that's the kind of Easter egg that no one would know unless they were the real comic book fans of Moon Knight.
That's true.
Oh, this one.
Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight.
The two sticks, huh?
I like this costume too. Like I don't mind tux.
Yeah, it's a,
Yeah,
It's a formal
it's an
one.
actual suit.
Yeah, actual
It's a
suit.
cult suit. It's a cult suit. It's an
And-
actual suit.
And he uses nightsticks and moonshade blades.
oh yeah, the blades.
Oh, it's adamantium, is it?
Interesting, right? Like the moonshade blades apparently are adamantium, crafted from adamantium, like Wolverine's claws.
Oh, so it would then it would be
DC.
the first time that we see adamantium in the MCU.
That's right. So
Cool.
so could the X-Men be one step closer to an MCU debut?
Maybe.
I mean, I hope so. It would be great to have a bit of a crossover there.
But it could be coming closer because now Fox has been bought over by Disney.
And Professor X might appear in Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we heard his voice. Heard his voice.
In the
Was
trailer.
it? We don't really know.
We don't know.
Well,
Speculation.
it's pretty obvious, that one. If you ask Patrick Stewart, he flatly denies it. So that's a
He has to deny.
definite yes.
Well, same thing could be said with like Konsu's voice.
Because otherwise it's a spoiler.
Konsu's voice.
Because there were actually several people who thought Konsu's voice was not the person that was actually on the casting.
Casting.
Yeah.
James L. Jones. No. No.
Yeah.
That's Darth Vader, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you even said the name, James Earl Jones is not Konsu.
Really? Okay.
It sounds like him, yes, but it's not.
Oh, someone
Yeah.
else.
It's someone else.
No, it's definitely not James Earl Jones. It's,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
funny how similar he sounds.
It's
Similar.
similar to James Earl Jones. I admit it, yes.
Okay.
But the same thing could be said with the whole voice of what you hear in the Doctor Strange movie.
Oh,
It may or may not be him.
may or may not. Although
It could be someone with a similar voice, just like how this guy sounds like James Earl Jones.
Fair enough.
although it's pretty cryptic, right? When they ask Patrick Stewart, and he's like, who's Doctor Strange?
Yep, we don't know. It's still speculation at this point.
It's not know, but I can bet 90%. I'm willing to bet 90%.
You're so confident.
It is.
Yeah. And 100%, this character of Konsu is not James Earl Jones.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
definitely not.
I mean,
Oh,
yes, they do sound similar.
Fair enough.
That QR code, that was the second QR code. There was a QR code last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, we mentioned that. They could do it with, they could be like 6 of them. So one
Yeah.
per episode.
The last one, I think, I can't remember what was for like
Where was it?
werewolf night or something like that. Yeah.
Actually, I think they say it's been confirmed because
It has been.
That's it.
Patrick Stewart actually
When?
he actually admitted that it is his voice. Yeah.
In the trailer, you know?
Inverse. This one sometimes has like really spoof ones. Don't
Well,
trust
but
it,
this
so
is
let's say.
a direct quote from his interview. He says, "I actually didn't recognize my own voice. It sounded different."
Okay.
Whether I had a cold or something, I don't know, but I was astonished. It pleased me.
Well, here's the thing with this website, which I didn't like. Where is the source?
Well, here's the source: Jack Hamilton interview.
I think we would need to check.
So interview, you can check out
Want
this
last minute
Yeah.
coupon?
YouTube
Then if they
page.
do have one, then that's good. Then that's good.
Okay.
But it's confirmed with a question mark.
All right.
Well, yeah,
Not
yeah, yeah.
100%
Well,
confirmed.
all he confirmed is that it is his voice, which is, it's confirmation
So-
enough, right?
So that article is kind of wrong, but it's making the speculation
Brand design
higher. That's why I didn't tend to like Invis so
help.
much. They're like really a bit.
Get top tier fiber.
They found the flames. They found the flames.
Yeah, they do fan things.
Fan the flames, yeah. That's what kind of makes
It's a pretty
fans
speculation. So, yeah.
fun.
Yeah, they make the speculations even more out there.
Yeah.
That's Khonshu.
But usually I do not recommend looking at Invis at all
Oh,
because some of their confirmations are complete rubbish.
Yeah. Well, as long as they have a source,
Well, this time at least they did have a source,
Yeah.
but even that source had a question mark to it.
And it's not just one site. So another site also says Patrick Stewart confirms that he is. And
Oh,
that makes him a lying
IGN.
liar. When he denied it. And
Oh,
then,
IGN, this one
and then
is
he
more,
later
yeah.
on says that it is his voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from IGN. Okay, then
It's reliable.
maybe.
IGN is probably more reliable.
But here's the thing about it. Usually Marvel is really, really strict in knowing what's leaked. So Patrick
Spoiler.
Stewart saying that it's him.
It could
Is it actually
possibly
him?
be a red herring. Could be.
Well, he initially said he's not. And then later on, he said it is.
You get fired.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
Well,
Let's reveal
effectively,
it
he
more.
would be like in the firing line of Marvel if he actually did.
If he revealed it and they didn't okay it, that would be
Yeah,
he
but
could be-
think of it, right? In the first place, why would they even want to show that in the trailer? If
Mm.
they wanted to really
Hide
keep
it.
everything under wraps, they wouldn't even
Mm,
bother
Like-
to have the voice in it at
fair
all.
enough.
like it, I suppose that
So they
makes
really
sense,
actually
they are
wanted
teasing
that speculation to go to actually be
Mm.
going on.
Mm.
Hmm.
Maybe they want to do that.
Well, that's the thing with Marvel as well. They tend to fan the flames themselves.
Exactly.
Mm.
Hence the whole Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, they all say,
They-
"Oh, I'm not in Spider-Man. I'm not in it. I'm Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire."
They'll have to deny it at first, and
That's a
They
good one.
constantly denied it, yes. But they found the flames themselves. It's like so funny.
That's Khonshu.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah, and we got to see it.
Khonshu, yeah.
I think a lot more of Khonshu in this episode now.
Yeah, we see definitely more constantly.
Oh, what kind of animal? What kind of animal is he? Oh,
Moon. Well, he's a moon god.
Oh,
That's a
he's-
moon shape. Yeah.
He's the main god.
oh,
Yes.
he looks a bit like a bird too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
A
very
bit, a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Yeah.
Mm.
Quite a good episode. Funny episode.
I liked it too. Yeah, I really liked this episode.
Yep. But anyway, with the whole speculation thing of what should said and shouldn't be said, there was actually a waiting room of Marvel for Moon Knight.
What? What do you
Anyone
mean?
has seen it.
What do you mean waiting room?
Meaning what should be said, what shouldn't be said of a particular show.
Mm.
Oh, really? Oh. Interesting.
Yes, I check it out. The Moon Knight waiting room.
Waiting room.
Is that rain?
Waiting room.
It's a video, like about 1 minute on YouTube.
Oh.
Okay.
Did you
Oh,
post it
waiting
in the
room.
group?
Oh yeah. I feel like I've seen that,
Oh, you
but
said
I haven't. I
Oh,
haven't.
it's a
actually
Marvel
watched
by
it,
Mar
but
from
I
Marvel.
feel like I saw
Yeah.
that pop up somewhere.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because, like, what should we say about the show? What can't we say about the show? And a lot of it would have
Oh.
been like completely, nope, you can't say anything.
Yeah.
That's why I'm still like wondering the whole thing about the X-Men thing still. Because
Yeah.
he could confirm it now, yes, but is it actually him saying it is, or is he still fanning and flames even more?
Yeah, but it's okay, right? It could be Professor X from a different universe. So it's him, but not really.
So none of the multiverse is
Yeah.
out there. It's
That's right.
Yep, and we kind of know that the X-Men are coming, so
Mm.
maybe.
Mm.
But then again, he did say that he retired from the role.
But that's okay. That's my point. Like, it doesn't have to be the same Professor X. It can be a Professor X from a different universe.
Yeah, but effectively, he did say when he filmed his last movie as Professor X that he would retire from the role.
Yeah,
Same
from
thing- same-
from that right? Professor
Same
X.
thing with Hugh Jackman retiring from being Wolverine.
Mm.
It's kind of like, with these people, you can never say never.
Yeah.
Just think
They might
about
change their mind.
Patrick Stewart, and now reprising his role as Picard 20 years after presumably his
Maybe.
last Picard role.
Maybe then. So if
You never know, I guess.
if Patrick Stewart does take on the role as Professor X again,
Hmm.
he practically lied before.
Yeah.
But then again, if you think that, then maybe Hugh Jackman will be back as Wolverine at some point as well.
Yeah.
Because Ryan Reynolds wants it so much.
Yeah.
But at the moment, nothing can convince Hugh Jackman to take up the class again.
No, I think for Hugh Jackman is
He's in the middle of something else, isn't he? On Broadway at the moment, or I don't know. He's involved in a musical, so I don't think he'd be
Jackman.
available anyway right now.
It will take a while anyway, because Ryan Reynolds is on like a sabbatical for movie making.
Yeah, he did say he was taking a break, so there's that too.
So we don't really know. So by the time he comes out from the break, then maybe, don't know, Hugh
And anything
Jackman would
could have
take up the
changed
clause
by then.
again,
You know,
even though he said that he would never take it back up.
well, things can change. Depending on what's happening in their own lives. So yeah.
So,
All right. Anyway, I think we can way a bit off topic right there.
Okay. All right. Let's any more interesting articles that you've seen, Marcus? or Jonah?
not really. I think we've talked about most of it. Yeah.
We get to our scores.
Yeah.
Of course.
Who wants to go first?
Steph can go first. No?
I think I like this episode. I think it's a 7.5 for me. Yeah. I quite like it. I definitely liked seeing the suit properly. Like, because I mean, when we saw it in the first episode, it was very brief. You saw it from the back, you didn't really see it from the front.
Yeah.
I just like the fact that finally we properly got this a proper look.
which suit? Both of them, or just
The ceremonial suit as well as the other suit.
Mr. Knight suit.
Mr. Knight.
Mr.
Yes.
Knight suit.
I see.
So, and then of course we also got to know a bit more about Mark Spector, because he was he was still sort of a bit of an enigma in the first episode. We didn't really know who he was, other than he's a mercenary. But now we realize, he's got this other life. He has a wife, and he was involved in this murder at the expedition, which may or may not have been him. We're still not sure. Like, maybe he intervened and he's actually the good guy there. But so it's his character has become more intriguing. So I kind of feel like I got to see a bit more of it in this episode. So more of a review.
Yep.
7 then,
Jeff?
Me? Yeah, I think so. I think it's a similar score, maybe 7.5. I just got to see Mark more. His character, even in person, like you say. And when they spoke to each other, you see both of them interacting, and it's really good that now they switched. So you can actually see the real, well, not the real, but the Mark Spector in action, so to speak. And it'll be interesting to see whether they switch back and forth in the next one, or whether they just keep it at Mark. Because there could be a power struggle, between the two. Yeah, that's something that it's hard to, because Stephen always wants to not give it to the control to Mark.
Yeah, that's probably right. They could be a battle between the two themselves.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see how that develops, because Stephen gave in to this time because for safety, but maybe he wants to take it back at some stage.
He really does want to take it back. That's the thing.
Yeah, he wants to take it back.
He wants to take it back?
That's not in question. Like he wants his body back, of course.
Well, when he gets it back, does he have to ask permission? Or can he take it just by clicking his fingers or something?
Well, that's what he tried to do. When they were
to
talking to the mirror, like at that after they killed that.
Oh, you can't take it. No.
I want my body back.
It's harder for him now that they've switched.
Oh,
Once he let Mark take control, it becomes harder for him to get it back.
oh,
Like
wow.
every time I think he lets Mark take control, Mark becomes stronger.
Oh,
Yeah, the body.
Stronger hold on the body.
I see.
And then Steve's hold gets weaker.
Oh,
So,
wow. Okay.
so it's always going to be a battle between them.
Yeah. The balance of power has changed now, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good point. There could be a power struggle between the two themselves
There could be power
for the
struggle.
body.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, something I'm looking forward to. Yeah. And seeing. Cool.
Even after Mark said that the one with the body has the control of the body. Remember that? Yeah, just before he obliterated the mirror with Stephen in it.
Yeah, it seems like Mark is the more aggressive one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'll give my score.
Yeah.
I'll go 8. That's 1 point less than last week.
Still high.
Pretty high. Still pretty high.
Because I'm really enjoying the kind of cynicism between the dramatic effect of the kind of like thing that is trying to portray, plus the human aspect, which is coming to play. The comic effects, with breaking in every now and then. We're just like really funny. And also, I really enjoyed kind of like learning about that Mark was trying to get a divorce from his wife because he thought that he was like endangering his wife.
Yeah.
And so, Stephen now knows about Mark and the divorce and stuff like that. And I think that Stephen's going to be more relaxed with Mark's wife from now on when he gets back with the body. Yeah. Also, the two suits. That cracked me up.
Yeah, that they had such different ideas of what the suit would look like.
that's like a comical cynicism thing, which was just very, very amusing. I thought it was very amusing. A business, like ballroom dancing kind of. The ninja kind of suit. So yeah, I'll give it a round 8.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. 8.
How about
Okay.
you?
I'm gonna maybe, yeah, I'll probably give it a 7 as well. 7. Yeah, good episode. I like seeing Mr. Knight. It's kind of funny actually. His look and everything. And I also like seeing, the gothic visuals, especially with the moon in the background. It's like a classic, iconic sort of
The aesthetic.
image. Yeah. That's so
Nice.
Moon Knight. It's a creature of the night.
But they say white.
And white as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the moon, right?
Even with
Moon-
the
moon
whole
night.
the spires, like the domes and the Gothic spires, that
Yeah.
was quite nice that they did that. That's
Yeah.
part of that cityscape.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, you mean Arthur's thing? Is it? No.
No. I mean
No.
the visuals, the Gothic architecture.
Yeah.
Oh,
The architecture of
When he was scaling the building.
like during the
Oh.
fight scene, with the jackal, you
I
could
see.
see the buildings and
Oh yeah, we're jumping around.
then when the obviously when he killed the jackal, on the on the spire like of one of the buildings.
Mm.
I see.
That's pretty cool.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So yeah.
On those
I also like the whole, how we get a little bit more insight into the past, like Arthur's past with the Khonshu.
Oh,
And so I'm kind of
That's the other
intrigued
thing.
about where that might lead, or like going forward, because it seems like from here on, right, the story's gonna start to turn more into flip the other way, like
Oh, yeah.
from Mark's perspective
Expected.
in Egypt.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
And there's only 6.
Interesting.
No, sorry, there's only 4 episodes left, right? So
Yeah, they are.
so
Yeah,
it should
6
probably
episodes.
6. Yeah, should probably pick up from here.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Especially now that they've arrived in Egypt,
Yes.
that's gonna change the setting altogether.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It was one thing I was
So
wondering.
what was your score, Mark?
Oh, so it's 7. Yeah, 7.
It was 7.
One second they're in America, and then next frame they're in Cairo, Egypt.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, did they go with, did they travel there conventionally?
I play.
You'd have to ask Mark Spector for that because
Well, Mark still has his passport.
Exactly. And he's
they
got
were
he's got
in
money
Money.
in the bag.
He took it out of storage, so he's got it in his.
Or did he just use that freeze frame kind of thing to just jump to Cairo?
I don't think he's got that power to teleport.
Yeah, I didn't
No.
think so.
He doesn't teleport. He's still taking.
And they were in
Right.
London, not America.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, anyway, my score would be a 6.
Okay.
It's a decent episode. It tried to get more context, but also left a lot new questions than actual answers for now.
It's very open ended.
Yeah, it's setting up stuff. Yes.
It's still setting up quite a lot of stuff, so it was a bit of a slower episode than the previous one. I'm getting a bit of echo from the speaker side. That's great.
I'm not sure.
But
Who is that from?
no idea, but effectively it's a decent episode, but the feel was really different from the previous one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried for like the consistency, maybe.
Consistency.
But sometimes a complete change in direction of
Hmm.
the show could be good, but sometimes might not be so good. This one I'm not too sure of yet, so I have to see what happens with the next one.
Mm.
But you could definitely tell that how the first one was directed compared to this one was quite different.
Hmm. This feels like a transitional kind of episode that's setting up the third episode.
Mm.
Yeah, because even with the things like the blackouts in the first episode, you don't see that anymore in the second one.
Yeah.
And in the second one as well, you don't get the same like musical style
Mhm.
or those
The
catchy
song, the
tunes
songs,
that,
the
The
songs.
songs,
yeah, the soundtrack that you got from the first episode that we liked so much. We didn't get it in this episode at all.
Oh.
yeah, so that's changed. They had, I think we saw in the article that there was that choir kind of
Oh, the choir.
score, that they
Yeah.
had that's similar to Batman.
Yeah, so it was a complete different directional episode.
Hmm.
It completely changed the theme. It still kept the same of the comic relief sort of thing, but the whole direction of the show just completely shifted,
Mm.
which may or may not be good. Like the first episode, I agree it was brilliant because of the soundtrack and everything, but
Mm.
we didn't get it this episode.
Hmm.
Like what happened? Did they get a different director?
Mm.
Yeah.
Why the massive change in
There's a different tone.
like the formats of the show?
Mm.
Not just the tone, but actually the formats.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I'm interested on where they go from here. Is it going to, is each episode going to be like quite different, or are they trying to make it a bit more consistent? At the moment, I'm a bit worried for consistency. That's the only thing I'm thinking of.
Mm.
I see.
So it's about a 7 from IGN.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's a 6 from me.
Action, intrigue, and
Oh,
good stuff between Oscar and Ethan Hawke.
I was gonna guess that you're gonna give it a 5.
Oh, so he gave it higher than you expected.
Yeah.
I like the episode. There were a lot of funny moments.
Yeah, I mean they've still kept that comical
Yeah. Funny.
part of it, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely.
'Cause that's one of the things I liked about the first episode. Yeah.
But the main question I'm thinking of now is Kansu
Mm.
and Arthur.
Mm.
There's history there
There is definitely history
Oh, yeah,
there.
there is. Yeah.
that I hope
How-
we get to explore a bit more in episode 3.
I think we will, because Arthur knows of Kansu and he was the previous avatar.
That's
There
right.
must be some reason why he split from Kansu
Hmm.
and went with Amit and is trying to become Amit's based avatar,
Mm.
It's true.
which is why they're now in Egypt. They're going to try to revive.
So if Arthur was an avatar,
Mm.
was he previously dead, and is he like dead now? Because he can just touch people and just kill them.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a good question. We don't really know.
Mm.
Yeah, it could be. Mm. But maybe
Well-
he's drawing power from something else now,
Well, he is drawing power from Amit.
from Amit. Maybe that's what's keeping him alive.
Right at the beginning of last episode, he gets the glass and smashes that and puts it in his sandals and
Yeah, that was an interesting thing.
walks around. But I didn't see any blood anywhere.
Mm.
No blood.
Mm.
So that's an interesting
Mm.
thing. Things to think about.
Yes.
What do they mean?
He's definitely an interesting character.
Yeah, especially now, like in the second episode, we didn't really get any revelation as to why Arthur Harry did that.
Hmm.
Is he still doing that?
Yeah. Well, like, what was the purpose of that? Like, what? Is
Yeah.
he trying to experience pain again, or I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. What's the purpose of that? And why aren't we getting any revelation of why in the second episode now than the first one?
Hmm.
Consistency issue, I think.
Yeah.
Arthur took Stephen to have soup. Where was that place? That's just
Sorry, the place where he took him.
yeah.
Must have been one of the hideaways. And we didn't really know exactly
Yeah,
where.
just one of their bases. I
One of the
think.
bases. Okay,
One
it's very
of-
nice inside. Pretty nice the building inside.
I mean, Stephen called it a magician's man cave or something like that. When he
Yeah.
saw, like all the things that he had in
Yeah, it's
in
really
that room,
detailed.
storage.
And,
It's like,
Yeah.
what is all this?
yeah.
Yeah,
Mummies,
and
things.
people speaking Mandarin, which I did.
I was speaking Mandarin.
Actually, that's really terrible Mandarin.
Yeah, no, I
I
couldn't
could
work it out.
barely understand what they were
Yeah,
saying.
no.
It's like, is that really Mandarin?
Mandarin.
It didn't sound like Mandarin. I've been
Ethan
watching
Hawke.
I've been watching like Asian
That wasn't
dramas and
Mandarin.
stuff. But it didn't sound anything like
didn't
the
like-
Asian
yeah.
dramas. I like K dramas and Asian dramas and stuff. I've been watching it for years. It
Steph, you
didn't
can,
sound
understand,
anything like that.
you can understand a bit of Mandarin, Steph.
I can understand some because like my mom likes to watch like period dramas.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
But what did they actually say? Because I didn't understand it at all. I just
That's a
read the
good point.
subtitles.
That's a good point, actually.
That's a good point. I mean, he also spoke some French as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did they actually say though?
Oh, the Mandarin.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it. The pronunciation was
Yeah,
so
it was all wrong.
The pronunciation was terrible. Okay.
that it was unrecognizable.
Uh,
And then the
Maybe
girl,
some Americanized version of Mandarin.
Ethan Hawke.
Americans are weird.
Yeah, I mean, some people are mocking Moon Knight all the time in Mandarin.
well, if proper Mandarin speaking people cannot understand it, then I don't think anyone would.
Look at this one from Twitter. Moon Knight has by far one of the worst attempts at Mandarin that I've ever heard.
Yeah,
I think I agree with that. I
Yeah, I agree
did not
with that, too.
understand a word. What were they trying to say?
Well, I wouldn't have noticed, but still, it didn't sound the same as like the period dramas or Asian dramas. Okay,
It doesn't even sound like normal, like everyday, Mandarin that you would speak now.
yeah, really,
That's true.
they're really bad.
Do you know why the Mandarin was brought up?
Oh, well,
Because,
Well, it's one of the things that Isaac said that each person is trying to learn like 3 languages or something.
yeah.
oh, 3 languages. I see.
Even
know.
though this one seems to be like ridiculously bad.
This, yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole subreddit about this. Everyone's
Yeah.
reaction when they heard Mandarin being spoken.
Like,
Probably the worst pronunciation I've come across in television history.
I mean, I didn't understand it anyway, but I knew that it sounded like quite bad.
It was so obviously bad, yeah.
yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, here's what they said.
What
This
is
is
that?
what the subtitles say. Ethan Hawke. 你在
Oh, yeah, soccer.
我跟你打 Oh, what's up? Let's play soccer. That's what you're supposed to say.
Uh,
And then the woman says, you
You
still
still
lose.
So what is it meant to sound like?
It did. It was off. That's what I thought.
it's really off.
It was off.
Like most people could maybe only place ni, which
Oh,
means
yeah.
you. That's about it. Like
So what
The
is
rest
it
of-
actually meant to sound like though?
Oh, you want to say it? Can you read Mandarin, Steph?
not very well.
Not really.
I
Okay.
can read this 我跟你打 which means like let's play soccer because he wants to play soccer with
Oh yeah.
with the woman.
我跟你打, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Marcus.
我跟你打, yeah.
That sounds better, I think.
That sounds better than what I said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that was a
Oh,
good,
you're dead, Jamila, you're dead.
yeah. It might actually be wrong grammatical as well, because they're not meant to say. Mandarin is very, very formal, you know, if you know what I mean. Yeah,
Mm.
Hmm.
yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I think the whole thing reads 你在干嘛? Like what's up, right?
Yeah, that's not really formal Mandarin.
And then 我跟你打. He said,
Oh,
what's up? Let's play soccer.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, he says,
Mandarin.
R.I.P. Marvel.
Well, they did well when they did Shang-Chi.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, you're right. There was Chinese in that movie, right?
In Shang-Chi, but I mean, those actors are
Oh, they're really
Chinese.
Chinese, right?
Yeah, sure.
Not these guys.
Not these guys.
Ethan Hawke.
But
Yeah.
I would say, you
Yeah.
know, the French was better.
Oh,
The
Actually, the
French.
Who spoke French?
What did
By
they
Layla
say
and
in the
Oscar.
French?
Oh, you mean Ethan Hawke spoke French as well, did he?
No,
Yeah,
no,
at some point he saw. Oh, here it is.
no, not in this episode. Like,
Oh, the other one.
I mean, maybe he can speak French, but
Well, they were speaking French in episode 2 as well between
They did.
but it
Steven
was the
and
dialogue was between
and Layla.
Oscar, Isaac.
Oh, the poem. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when
The less separate.
Oh, in the apartment.
Layla-
Then I'm sad. I want my light put out. Summers in your absence are as dark as the room.
Oh, in the apartment.
Steve
Yeah,
Yeah, in
knows
the
French,
apartment.
yeah. I heard a bit. Yeah, you're
so
right.
he could speak to Layla.
He was
Because
studying
it was
French,
actually untranslated in the
untranslated.
episode. Yeah.
Oh, there's no English.
But this is what it translates to. Yeah. Sad.
Right.
Light put out. Summers in your absence are as dark as the room.
Hmm.
It's a love poem.
No,
It was the-
he was studying French, right? Yeah, studying. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, and this French poet is his favorite.
Oh,
Layla.
But is it or is it because it was Layla's favorite?
That's a good question. So Layla knits her eyebrows because she is the one who says it's her favorite.
oh,
But it also happens to be Steve's, so that's interesting. That even though, you know, he didn't know her obviously before Mark to
There
go,
is still some sort of connection, yeah.
there is a connection
Oh.
between them, because
it's an interest. Yeah, common interest.
he knows the same poet, and that's also his favorite poet.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Steve seems to have bonded with Layla too.
So I think we might have covered everything. Is there anything we're missing?
Yeah.
Everything. Pretty much everything.